Hey all, we're gonna go rucking and talking today, and today's topic is food. And just gonna let y'all know how I eat and how I think it's been a great benefit for me, for my health, keeping medication away. I'm proud to say I'm drug-free at almost 62. In August I'll be 62. And I'm on 0 medicines. I know it's common these days to be on a lot of medications. Anyway, so I've got the weighted vest on, 28 pounds. Today I'm gonna walk with the barefoot shoes, Hoba Bear I just got, and I'll do a quick video on those. So yeah, back to food. So it's been about 15 years and I've been mostly eating whole plant-based foods. Mainly plant-based and as clean as possible. Not try to stay away from anything processed, especially ultra processed. Of course, you know, I'm not a fanatic about it. You know, if we do a grilling once a month or whatever, I have a nice steak, grilled chicken. But every day, you know, as far as daily eating, it's usually going to be plants. Try to stay away from animals. So it's been several years I've been doing that. And you know, even prior to that, I didn't eat a lot of like fried stuff, oily fried foods. You know, I might eat fries, French fries. That's kind of a weakness for me. Then, you know, my other weakness is sweets. But, you know, don't kill yourself and suffer. Once in a while, eat something you enjoy more. But what happens when you switch? Kind of start switching over to plant-based foods. Your taste changes and your body sort of changes. Whenever you eat bad stuff, animal stuff, your body just feels bad. You kind of, it knows it's not a clean product. And just to me, just when you think about it, if you go to the sink and you're cleaning your chicken to cook, you just feel it in your fingers. You feel it as you wash things, all that sticky fat. And you know, imagine you're putting that in your body. So it's been I think it's played a big part for me, my health. Of course, exercise has a huge part of it, but the food, I think, has played a big role in keeping me off medicines. It's so common now for doctors to prescribe cholesterol medicine, high blood pressure, all that stuff. But I just think with eating clean, exercise, you can control all that. And thanks be to God for that. You know, I'm sure He's got a hand in it. So the other thing I would say is, it might sound crazy, you know, to people to eat mostly plants, but once you get started, it's really very easy. The variety of foods, plant foods, is huge compared to animal foods, as far as, you know, locally, because basically we have chicken, fish, pork, What else? I think that's about it. Chicken, fish, pork, and then whatever else they make out of all those, like sausages, all that stuff. But I will say too, in the past 6 months, 3 to 6 months, I've come to find out if I'm still working out really hard in the gym, I do need a little bit more protein. So I've started eating a little bit more grilled chicken and eggs, but boiled eggs. I try not to eat any fried foods. But again, you know, once a month or whatever, I might go to Milo's and treat myself to one of those delicious burgers and fries. But it's not an everyday thing. Yeah, even prior to switching over, I didn't eat bad, really, to be honest. I didn't eat a lot of fried foods and hamburgers and things like that, going back 25, 30 years, maybe more. So what I'll do, I'll leave a list of foods in the notes to give you some ideas. But if you want to give it a shot, if you think of it as you're losing or giving up certain foods, it'll be a little bit too negative. So the way I think about it is discovering new foods. So yeah, instead of focusing on what you think you're giving up, focus more on things you're discovering, all the new foods that are in the plant kingdom. So it's amazing the recipes you'd find and the delicious food you can make, and hearty and satisfying food. And what you'll find really quickly within 3 or 4 weeks is how good you feel, how clean. You know, everything, your body is going to feel better, not so gunky and feel like horrible, you know, when you overeat, you know how you feel. But with clean food, plant foods, you can eat a lot because it's so nutrient dense and low calories. So if you eat right, you can eat a lot and not feel bad, you know, like you do when you eat a huge thing of lasagna, oily, huge thing of whatever, I don't know. But I would recommend the documentary Forks Over Knives. I watched that years ago, and that was one of the things when I started looking into it, one of the documentaries that sort of triggered me looking into things closer as far as foods. But you know, it might not be for everyone. The big thing now, you know, there are always these different fads, different diet ideas that come along. But in moderation, I think I try to balance everything. I spoil myself, you know, now and then, but for everyday eating, I try to keep it really clean. No oils, processed stuff. And then I've just felt healthier and better, more energy. But anyway, if you want to give it a shot, probably run it by your doctor, see what they think. And I'm almost 100% sure every doctor out there will tell you to go ahead. I think it'll be a good thing. B12, I think, is the only vitamin that you get from animal foods. So I take B12 vitamins just to make sure I'm getting enough. That's the only thing that's not in plant foods, but everything else is there. Before wrapping it up, I want to make a bold challenge for people out there. If you're suffering from controlling your weight, if you're overweight, you have high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, all these health issues. If you're suffering from one of these, take a challenge and spend 6 months to a year eating plant-based, whole plant-based. Potato chips don't count. They're processed, have other additives, so things like that take off the menu. Eat as close to the plant's natural form as possible. And I'll put a list of foods in the description. So you have nothing to lose, give it a shot. 6 months to a year could change your life. Again, talk to your doctor. I'm not a doctor and I'm not giving medical advice, but I don't see any harm in giving it a try. It might seem difficult, but if you're suffering from these illnesses, why not put the work in and get healthy? So give it a try, and if you want any conversation with me, leave it in the comments. If you need motivation, leave it in the comments and give it a try. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain, really. There's nothing more important than your health. You can have all the money in the world, and if you don't have your health, you can't enjoy it. You can't enjoy life. You can't enjoy the family. Can't enjoy breathing, walking around on a nice day. So there's my heavy message. That's my heavy message for the day. But hopefully, you care enough about getting healthy just to sacrifice 6 months to a year of your life, and you could totally change things. So good luck with that. Hope you give it a shot. If you're suffering from health issues, give it a try and let me know how it goes. So thanks for watching. If you have any comments or advice for anyone else, feel free to leave it in the comment section. And if you have any questions for me, go ahead and leave it. And thanks again for watching, and good luck on your health journey, keeping the old man out. Thank you. Bye now.